Folks, I'm sure you have all noticed that in the last several years there's been a spate of movies about some unknown germ or virus that springs up out of nowhere and just decimates the human race. There's a couple playing in theaters now, and there's one that was just shown on television not too long ago. Of course, we had the Andromeda strain and all kinds of things. Now, for those of you who have been listening to me for quite a long time, I described to you a project called MK Naomi, and I told you about this years ago, wrote about it in my book. That would be used for a Malthusian population decimation scheme. When I was attached to the Office of Naval Intelligence, I learned about Project MK Naomi. And I learned that they were trying to develop a biological agent, a biological warfare agent, which would attack the autoimmune system of the human animal and thereby render production of a vaccine impossible. You see, it doesn't do any good to build up the immune system if what is killing you thrives by eating the immune system. That was the purpose of it. And I documented the legislation in my book where they testified in front of Congress that that's exactly what they wanted to do, and that Congress allotted them millions of dollars to accomplish it. Well, they did. Whatever it is, and however it's caused, and however it works, that's AIDS. In MK Naomi, they were also working on quite a few other biological warfare projects. And we believe that they tested the results of one of them in 1976 in an African country called Zaire. Never before in the history of the world had anybody ever heard of or seen or experienced any disease caused by anything called an Ebola virus. Never. Well, it just sprung up out of nowhere, and wow, what do you know, just by happenstance, there was one of these medical teams on the site. And they went in there and found everybody dead. I mean, everybody. Nobody survived. They quarantined and burned everything and said they brought specimens back to the United States. And then later we saw on television where they brought some monkeys from somewhere, and they found this Ebola virus in the monkeys. Does that sound a little bit similar to the AIDS virus coming from green monkeys? These people are fixated